carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Aldridge. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Aldridge. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. The Colts at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads. They were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Aldridge to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. You look at the defense for these Texans. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Aldridge. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming. Down at 6 now. They go again with Pierce. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things out.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
50 series.
It's Young off play action. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
First and 10, it's Pierce. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
This 2nd and 4.
Ultra. Ready.
Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete. You look at the defense for these Texans. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, one?
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here's Ward to return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Ready, break.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Down. Blue check. Smith red. Set.
They'll go right back to Pierce. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Young on 1st down. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Field black. Ready.
Young looks to throw on 1st down. Well, pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Ready up. Set. Go steal.
Young to throw it. Rolling to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On the ready.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Striker. 3-3. Switch. Yellow. Check white.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Yellow. Go. Black shot. Claws red. White. White. Black ultra. Set.
On play action, Young. That's incomplete, but there is a big... Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. Again, it's Taylor. And he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Pierce now up the middle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Come on, back.
Second and 9.
Trouble, 38, opposite, green, yellow, lining.
Now a handoff for Pierce. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Check, pick. Check, hunt.
Pierce is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Switch, yellow. Check white. Black block. Ready.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball. That didn't happen.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to second and 15. They run once more with Taylor. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And now how about this? The free kick from the 20 going to be out of bounds. And that, of course, is a penalty. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Ready.
Young off the play fake. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Handoff right side to Pierce. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Yellow. Blue striker. Tag.
Young on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
101 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Ready?
Young will set to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now Aldridge throwing to start the drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Aldridge. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Here we go, set.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Set.
To throw, Young. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Greg Dulcich in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Colts 40-yard line.
Blue, check. Hey, go Fury. Smith, red. Ready?
Hand off left side, Pierce. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Red, cycle. Switch, yellow. 52 blaster.